22 minutes to go in this one. 22 minutes to go. We were off for just a short period of time. We apologize for that, but a little technical difficulty, and we are back.
Yeah, our internet took a hit, so.
Internet takes a hit. Not much we can do about that. Here is McLaren. Take it away, Chaz Mandy.
So McLaren working right side. He centers. There's a man there, a little far. Oh, and chipped over. I think it was wide left anyway for that. So still 2-2. If we did go offline, I'm not convinced we were offline for everyone. We may have just been offline for our monitoring purposes here. But either way, nothing was missed. So if we did interrupt our broadcast momentarily for the internet hit, then we do apologize. But nothing was missed. So all you would have missed was a couple throw-ins and a mass comm professor trying to rally the troops and figure out why all of a sudden there was no internet in the booth.
And we are back.
So 2-2 the score, 21 minutes to go in regulation. The field has kind of been tilted the last 10 minutes or so. Valley's had a lot of time in this MidAm zone. That ball gets fed back to Riesco, and both defenders kind of looked at each other, and neither one was willing to play it, but Riesco sends it forward, and Valley still may come away with it. And it kind of pinballs, and players are pinballing, and there's a elbow that got a little high, but no call.
Sliding
I'm not
kick.
sure there was one merited, but players are starting to. I know that turf's getting a little slick because of the cool temperatures. Maybe a couple of players have kind of tried to pivot and bid it.
20 minutes to go.
So another fantastic finish in the making for these two teams in a contest that, all these games are always close between MidAm and Moval. It's just, you see the two schools on the schedule, and it's like, all right, you're expecting a close, entertaining game.
Usually, I would say, and I don't want to leave anybody out, but of the older schools in the conference, when you take Benedictine, Baker, Mid-American, Nazarene, and Valley, and you put them together in any sport, in any combination, it's pretty good action most of the time.
Illich trying that right sideline, gets cut off nicely by MidAm. So the Vikings will try the center of the field. Nope, back to the right. And D'Souza will cut to the center. He feeds it all the way across to that far side. Now along the line. Oh, it's out in front and tipped up. I thought it was going to go out for a second. Gabriel looking to center. Does get it centered, but it's headed away nicely. And good speed by the Vikings there to run that down. That was Martorell, who was able to head off the Pioneer defender, and he gets it back, and he sends it forward. And that play's onside, but Riesco is going to funnel some traffic away, and he'll watch it go out of bounds and have a goal kick with 18.5 to play.
I'll tell you what, just missed, because that play would have been onside, but the pass just couldn't quite catch up with it. And that was trying to get to that.
It would have been, yeah.
Iacova. He is out of England, Manchester, England.
And that gets sent wide of Gustavo D'Souza from Brazil.
TJ, you're like a grown midget trying to be in college.
The commentary behind me is illuminating sometimes. Jesus Zilli directing tonight's broadcast.
Bobby Collins right beside him.
Yep.
Collins will be playing some basketball this year for the Vikings.
In about,
couple weeks?
13 days.
One of the shortest power forwards in the Heart of America Conference, Bobby Collins.
Did you guard Jones last year, Torrin Jones, at all? Yeah, he did. That's what I thought. I was like, yeah, Torrin Jones is 6'10", 6'11".
6'11".
Former D1 player. Here's
Bobby
Collins.
got to guard him.
He got to guard him. That Penn team was something else last year. Here's a shot that's up and wide.
And that
one's on Morrow also.
Oh man, you're not going to get many better chances than that. And I think that was Souza, wasn't it? Clayton Souza.
Yeah. No, it was Gusevich.
Was it?
Yep.
Man, he thought, oh, I have this one.
He got it hard, but didn't. He launched it high and wide. And
now Vlade wants play stopped.
There's some confusion. He's talking to the near flagman. And he walks away shaking his head. I don't think he liked that explanation either.
Yeah, he didn't like it.
I think he's 0 for 2 on liking explanations.
He didn't like it. Now, as the flagman walks by him, he's going to
get an earful.
Get an earful there, too.
Had it a couple times, and here's a chance. Nope. Kicked away nicely, and then there's a race to the ball, and Clark comes up and sends one back to Riesco. So we'll try this side, and that one's missed. And a late whistle on D'Souza as Javier Beltran went after the ball, fanned on it, and they called the push.
Fans didn't like that.
Nope.
15 minutes in regulation.
And Vladimir Simic didn't like it either.
No.
This pass is intercepted by the Vikings, and they feed it out to Gabriel now. And
there's another slip.
Spun around.
And Littoral. That field might be getting a little slick.
I think he was helped by Clark Campbell there a little bit. So Vikings putting some more pressure on. Clark falls over the 15, and that gets cleared by the Pioneers. 2-2 game. James McLaren tied it up. Both Pioneer goals came in the first half. Valley has one in the first and one in the second. And Riesco will spin the ball at the 5. And again, Valley swimming to the ball, doing it. Valley's, I tell you, the last 20 minutes or so, there's a trip from behind and body spill. And cramp behind the play. The left side 35-yard line on the far side as
one of the
Vikings is getting some cramp. And the MidAm, that's Clark Campbell helping massage some of that tension out.
So even though the temperature down in the 50s, there's some cramping out there. You know, the Pioneers, they have not had many shots on goal. They only, what, 2 in the first half, did you say? And then they haven't had many here in the second half.
They're credited with 3.
Okay.
So
that was McLaren.
That was McLaren. Yep. So McLaren who was down, and Clark Campbell for MidAm, who helped them out. That's a good show of sportsmanship.
Yep.
So even though there's always a battle between these two teams, that's kind of the main thing of the NAI, isn't it? That's kind of.
Yep.
Champions of character. Before every game, champions of character and good sportsmanship, and that's what it's all about. 12:45 to play in regulation. Valley needs a win to keep pace with Baker atop the conference standings. MidAm needs a win to stay ahead of Benedictine and I believe it's 4th place in the standings.
Yeah, they're 5. They're
5th place.
The 5th place. They have to get a win to stay in 5th. Because Benedictine won, they're 6-3.
That's headed away. And sent down, and that's kicked out by Illich. So, yeah, MidAm 3 shots. Valley now has 12 credited to them. MidAm 2 shots on goal, and still that 100% efficiency of shots on goal. 2 on net, both in. That pass is intercepted by MidAm.
Running out of time in regulation, 11.5 minutes.
Again, bodies down. Don't know if there was any contact over there, but players are on the ground on that far side momentarily. And now the Pioneers going to push the left side. Beltran feeds it, and this ball gets sent.
Almost made it.
Almost made it to the stands. I still have flashbacks to the game a month and a half ago where, because of some minor construction of the press box, we were out in the stands, and 5 minutes into the game, there comes a ball rocketing toward all our equipment.
Yeah. All right, this is going to be
long running throw in, feeds it in, and header was missed, and Valley kicks it away. Sousa had it for a second, but now the Pioneers get it. Clark defending over there. Ball is kicked away by Clark. MidAm with the throw in. Coming up on 10 minutes left in regulation. And that long running throw in across the track. Back onto the new surface here at Greg Mitchell Field. Installed over the summer. Lobbing it forward. Headed away, and here's Gabriel.
Oh, nice
Cuts
move.
it back behind Beltran. Feeds it across the field.
Pioneers are there when they have to be, though, aren't they, defensively?
They recovered nicely. It was about to be a 3-on-2. Ball got a little air, and the Pioneers were there. And that goes out of bounds. Valley throw in. So the last 25 minutes or so, most of the offense, actually all the offensive pressures come from the Vikings. Spent a lot of time in the Pioneer zone. And MidAm's forays into Viking territory have been pretty brief. And a little give and go attempt that was intercepted. And kicked out, and now MidAm will have the throw in. 8.5. To play. Long throw in, good 20-yard throw in. And that's kicked out, and the ball goes to MidAm. Despite Vladi Simic's trying to influence the call. Flores had it momentarily. Valley trying to get it back, can't. Beltran tries to feed it, and a slide tackle, and and things really chippy.
Now we have a little something going on here.
The original play looked innocent enough, and then
Martoro came in with a little shove.
Martoro came in with a shove, and he wasn't happy with the tackle, but I don't
Now Illich.
I think he was just. I'm not sure what he was upset about. The play looked to me clean.
Yeah. Now Illich came in there and got involved.
I think I might have spoken too soon about the.
It being clean.
Everyone helping each other out. That's.
Yeah. Well, there's yellow cards. Walking around with a yellow card. I would say Motorol's going to get one. One of the Pioneers getting a yellow card now.
The 15. That's.
That is Cabello. Raimundo Cabello. And Coach Wardlaw is getting an explanation. I'm not sure they're done yet. Another yellow card. This one's going to go to Illich. So Illich picks up a yellow card.
And you get a yellow card, and you get a
yellow
card, and you get a yellow
one.
card.
Who else wants one?
Yellow cards for everyone.
Now Vladi is not happy. Is someone going to be? Well, let's just wait and see what's happening here.
I think
Wardlaw comes out. Simic comes out. Talk to the referee. Referee still pointing.
so. I think Gabriel got a yellow card also. All right, so here's what I know, because this is what's updated so far on the stat sheet. Aaron Kunda got a yellow card.
Oh, did he get one? I guess he was in
He
there.
came in
Okay.
there. Illich got a yellow card.
Okay, got that.
The coach, Wardlaw, got a yellow
Okay,
card.
all right. And I know that Cabello got one, I thought. Maybe. Yeah, I thought so. Flores will kick it.
Flores got a yellow
Okay.
card. Oh, yeah, one earlier. So,
Yeah, he had his earlier. All right. So send this one in.
and that's headed right to Aaron Kunda, and MidAm body takes a spill. Aaron Kunda, old Enzo DePayday style throw out of the ball out trying to feed Sousa up the right side, but it was no go. Any other yellow cards? They pointed at a lot of people.
A lot of them.
That's all that's on the sheet so far.
7:10 to go, so who knows? We may be looking at OT.
And you see Heath Morgan and Colin Smith.
The-
they inch their way toward the field, and they're chuckling about things now. But
They are
Colin, associate athletic director, and
our dean of students.
dean of students, right there for Heath Morgan. So laughs are good. And that's headed away by the Vikings, as we are now at 6.5 to play. Long feed, Gabriel, the intended receiver,
He slips.
and he slips. It's a humid and heavy air right now, so maybe that's part of it.
Ooh, here we go.
Chested down, going to the center. Couldn't quite control it. Nice job of tipping it away. That was Gladiador, who was making the move toward the center.
Ooh.
And once again, the MidAm defense steps up and stops it. Here's a pass up the right hash marks. Race to the corner, hits the pole, and out of bounds. Goal kick.
We may be headed for an overtime. Let's see. 5 minutes to go. 5.5.
That's plenty of time.
Yeah.
There's a substitution for the Vikings. Sergio Toro comes in, and looks like it's Sousa coming out. So Aaron Kunda taps it ahead now to Gustavo de Sousa. Gabriel Pass was to really no one in particular. Vidal had it, but he loses it. And here comes Valley trying to push the issue. Toro, fresh legs off the bench, went streaking up the field, but the pass did not get through. And there's a pass again. I'm not sure that would have been onside if it had gone through. And a couple close attempts. That's tipped out as it goes up the left side. Centering pass is deflected wide by the defense, and a corner kick coming for the Vikings. The ball is there, but it's like no one wants to go over there and take it. And then
Yeah.
Gabriel is now trotting over.
Hurry up.
4 minutes to play.
Gabriel will attempt this corner.
Everyone sets, everyone moves, hooking in. That's deflected away by Riesco, I believe, got his hands on it. And they'll try it again. Also checking in for the Vikings, and next opportunity he can is Pedro Garcia. Ball in and hands on it from Riesco. A huge path there for him to step forward and deflect that away. And here come the Pioneers rushing up the right side. And that's kicked away by D'Souza, and the Pioneers will throw in with less than 3.5 to play. 3 and some change. Over by the benches, he'll set to throw it in. Long run, long throw. Bounces around, kicked away. I'm not sure whose foot that was, but ball goes up, and Gabriel now will try to run it down the right side. And that gets chipped ahead by Beltran. Centering feed, and right to Nkunda. There really wasn't anyone home. That came off the foot of Flores. We're down to 2.5. Lottie Simic, shotting instructions, feed up the right side. That ball takes a funny hop off Vidal's foot, but MidAm maintains control. Pressure being put on the Vikings. That ball chipped aside. Stays with the Pioneers. 2 minutes to play.
Looks like we're going to, we'll see. Maybe 1 or 2 more runs for either team.
It's looming.
Yep.
Overtime is looming.
Pioneers haven't done much offensively in the second half. The Vikings have, but they haven't been able to put one in the net. They do it one in. They haven't been able to do it again.
Here comes Beltran.
Oh, look out.
Oh, nice little feed. And that's deflected high and wide. Aaron Kunda thought about sticking the hand out there, couldn't get to it, let it go, and the Vikings defense gets it out about 38 yards. And now the Pioneers will push that right side, kick it back a little bit. And here's a centering pass. Headed. Oh, it's on a foot. Shot. Oh, hit the post. And a score. Everyone was looking around, watching the ball come off the post. And it looks like Cabello, I believe, who puts it home.
Yeah, I believe it was Cabello. The first shot hit the post on the right side and came straight back. And you're right, everybody stopped and looked, and Cabello just buried it.
It was in Gustavo D'Souza's feet. He misplayed it, and Cabello was right there for the goal. If it wasn't Cabello, was it Flores?
I think it was Cabello. Well, we'll check. Cabello was getting all the high fives. Wow, 1:13 to go. Wow. And that, I think, was only their first shot?
That's their fifth shot overall, so maybe their second or third of the second half.
Oh, my goodness. It hit the post, came off straight back. Everyone was looking at that, and then, boom, he buried it. Minute to go. Minute 13.
So Gabriel's out. Pedro Garcia back in. The Vikings need 60 seconds to score. And that's deflected, and that's going to be clear. We're probably going to be seeing a lot of that here in the next 55 seconds. Long feet ahead. And again, people's watching. That's over DeSouza's head.
So the Vikings.
And he can't corral it cleanly. And now McLaren.
Here we go. Headed it.
Out and a long kick, and Clark trying to run it down. He'll have to. Oh, it's pressure by MidAm. Why not? Up ahead to Gerson. And that's ahead, and that misses in 15 seconds. And they're going to play a little bit of keep away.
Yeah.
Riesco picks it up. He's going to trot around, and a late goal by Cabello is going to give MidAm a 3-2 victory. And it's back-to-back losses for the Missouri Valley College Vikings on the road to number 22 Grandview on Sunday, and then tonight to number 25 Mid-America Nazarene. 3-2 the final score. The game winner comes from Raimundo Cabela out of Santiago, Chile. 3-2 the final.
So Baker now 8-1, Valley 7-2, Mid-America 6-2-1. That puts them right there in that third and fourth place. A big win on the road. So they both win. Vikings lose 2 in a row. They're now in second place. Well, check that, 6-1-2. They may have fallen. Well, they'll still be a half game up on Central Methodist, but boy, it's getting tight now.
And that game against Central Methodist next week and against Baker becomes huge. And Saturday's game is no slouch either, so it's must-win territory for the Vikings.
What a game. Congratulations to the Pioneers. This broadcast copyrighted by the Mass Communications Department of the Communications, Humanities, Human Service Division of Missouri Valley College. For the private use of our audience, any retransmission or the use of the content of this broadcast without the express written consent, Missouri Valley College is prohibited. Again, transportation considerations provided by Elmer Hare Ford in Marshall. When we go on the road covering Viking athletic events, it's in a Ford from Elmer Hare Ford in Marshall. For Chaz Maddie, his entire crew, Mid-America comes in. They win them both 2-1 and 3-2. Good night from Missouri Valley College.